Okie dokie, I've got a vanilla butter cake and I pulled it straight out of the oven. While it was still hot, I placed these objects around it, and that's how I got the shape of bread. I then sliced off the crust and sliced it in half, and you've got 2 pieces of bread, but it's cake. Now, because I've got bread now, I thought, what am I going to make with it? So I thought, I'm going to do something that no one has ever requested, but that I thought would be pretty fun. If I was to ask you one staple that you would see at most Australian kids' parties, this would be on the list. I am, of course, talking about fairy bread. Fairy bread uses bread, butter, and sprinkles. But I, of course, wanted to do a cake version. So Katie baked some vanilla cake. I then mixed up some buttercream and made it that real buttery colour. Once I'd spread out all of the buttercream onto my cake bread slices, I poured on the hundreds and thousands, which are basically just like a round sprinkle. I'm going to be really honest here. I hate fairy bread. I think it's gross. I know that's probably really un-Australian, but I don't care. I've never liked it. So I was actually really excited to try the cake version. To finish off the whole look, I cut each slice into 4 and arranged them on a plate. I reckon you'd be dead set hard pressed to realise that this is not fairy bread but in fact cake. Of course, the only thing left to do now was to try it, and yes, it was delicious. 100% hands down would eat this over real fairy bread any day of the week. But it had been a while since I'd tried real fairy bread, so I gave it a go. I got myself some bread and butter and I tried it, and I tell you what, the face says it all. It was gross. But it did make me think, who on here hasn't heard of fairy bread? Would you try it, or would you prefer my cake version? Like me.